In the heart of the dense and mystical forests that cloak the vast landscapes of China, a mysterious figure has lingered in the annals of folklore for centuries: the Yeren, the Chinese Wildman. This enigmatic creature, with shaggy hair and an elusive demeanor, has captivated the imaginations of generations, becoming an enduring symbol of the untamed wilderness. The Yeren legend is part of the rich tapestry of Chinese mythology and cultural history. From ancient scrolls and artwork to contemporary accounts and scientific investigations, the narrative weaves together a compelling exploration of this elusive being. Venturing into the uncharted territories of Hubei's dense forests and the towering peaks of Yunnan, the diverse landscapes that have nurtured tales of the Yeren for centuries. Through the eyes of witnesses, researchers, and explorers, the mysteries surrounding this elusive creature has had a significant cultural impact on the collective consciousness. The Yeren, with its whispered presence and untold secrets, invites us to peer into the shadows of the unknown, challenging our perceptions and fueling the eternal human fascination with creatures that dwell at the edges of our understanding. In recent years, the Yeren phenomenon has garnered increasing attention from the scientific community, sparking a renewed interest in the exploration of this elusive creature. The enigma surrounding the Yeren has thus evolved into a captivating area of scientific inquiry, where the pursuit of understanding transcends mere legend, offering a unique opportunity to unravel the mysteries that linger in the unexplored landscapes of China. Countless reports of Yeren sightings have woven a rich tapestry of folklore and mystery throughout the regions of China. Over the years, diverse eyewitness accounts have surfaced, describing encounters with this elusive creature.
我们去云阳地委参加农事工作会，凌晨4点，我们到这个群须崖子这个地方。当时我们其他的几个人呢，都在差不多昏昏欲睡。吉普车一转弯的时候呢，司机蔡师傅呢就说：“哎，你们注意注意，前头有一个样子呢，有个东西，就在他的面前急刹。实际上我们离这个动物呢，大概不到1米的地方。我们当时3个人下车，抓了个石头啊，就砸他的腿子。蔡师傅呢，一个是开着大灯，第二个呢，他是按喇叭，他吓他，他弓着身子走路，走过了这个公路，他就准备爬坡跑，爬上去呢就又滚下来，再往前头走一步啊，就是这个灌木丛，一站到灌木丛里面就看不见了。
这天呢，我呢带着猎狗来着，边考察边打猎。嘿，下课大概走了大概是500米左右，这2只狗就发出一个怪叫，我就赶快上山去。又视野好啊，看到对面开阔啊，这个坡呢，发现一个褐红的直立行走的人形动物，速度相当快，但是它不是跑的。队长下令，愿意好，赶快卧倒。我贴他表示我把子弹推上膛来以后，正在瞄准的时候，好，国军说千万不能开枪。你开了枪，如果是说打的不是野人，如果是人的话，野人没搞到完，把人打伤了，打死了，怎么办呢？我就没开枪。我是身高1.85米，这个柱子呢，它不止1.85米啊，因为我这个头在柱子里面露不出来呀，它可以露出一个头出来，那么估计最低2.2米。
1980年2月28日，我在那里也碰见过野人，在山里找野人，突然走那个山崖下，坐在那儿休息，突然看见听扑扑啷啷的响声，我定睛一看，一个野人正朝我走过来，非常的高大，有2.5米以上，我就拿这个土虫瞄准它，即使我那时也没照相机，即使把它打伤了以后，它跑不动了，我能看一下那个一口枪，那个土虫没打响。结果那个野人就转身就慢慢走掉了，那个雪地上留下很长很长的一个大脚印。
2015年冬天，在当地的一个山崖处啊，本来是去拍老虎的，结果无意中啊就拍到了一个直立的一个侧身、胳膊腋下下垂的毛尖，没有拍到完整的图像。熊的话是没有下垂毛尖的，它不会下垂，它没有那么长的毛。在前后这个图片对比当中呢，就发现这图片呢，我感觉像是就说是个野人的一个侧面的图像。
These sightings, often shrouded in the mists of ancient mythology, contribute to the complex narrative surrounding the Yeren phenomenon, fueling the ongoing quest to understand the creature's elusive existence. In 1976, a pivotal moment in the pursuit of the Yeren unfolded with a government-backed investigation in the Shennongjia province. Recognizing the cultural significance and potential scientific importance of the Yeren phenomenon, an official initiative was launched, bringing together a team of scientists to explore the dense wilderness. This concerted effort marked a turning point as researchers embarked on a comprehensive investigation, utilizing scientific methodologies to study the reported sightings and evidence.
During the research, we collected a lot of footprints, including this one. It does not belong to human or bears or any other animal we know. We have mainly two types of reports from the eyewitnesses. The creature was 4 feet or 6 to 7 feet tall. And then the color of the hair changed from bright red color to brown, black, even multicolored. With long arms, and they can stand up.
The government-backed initiative not only underscored the gravity of the Yeren mystery, but also demonstrated a commitment to unraveling the enigma through rigorous scientific inquiry. Numerous individuals, drawn by the allure of the Yeren mystery, have asserted to have stumbled upon hairs believed to belong to the elusive creature. These alleged discoveries span a range of locations within the reported habitats of the Yeren, adding an intriguing layer to the ongoing investigation. While the authenticity of such findings is often a subject of scrutiny, the sheer volume of claims underscores the fervor surrounding the quest for tangible evidence.
A lot of scientific work's been done on the hairs in the US, in Britain, in China by a number of different scientists, physicists, forensic people. And what they've shown is that some of the hairs are hoaxed. Some of what's considered to be hair is not hair. Some of the hair belongs to known monkeys or apes or humans. But the most exciting thing about it is that some of the hair, which is related to those other primates, that is monkeys, apes, or humans, cannot be identified with any known monkeys, apes, or humans at this point in time.
We examined the Yeren hair found in Shennongjia and discovered that, in many ways, it is very similar to the hair of modern human beings. It is not like the hair of an advanced primate, and it differs from the hair of animals that are common in Shennongjia region. So it is close to the hair of modern human being, but as to what kind of creature it is, that's still a mystery.
当地人呐，上山的时候，看到野人，被吓跑了。我们以后再请他带着我们去找，找到了10-20个窝，而且在每个窝里呢，找到了一些毛发。从毛发本身来讲，它很特殊，用放大镜看上去就是放大的人发，虽然颜色不同，它区别于当地所有动物。北京台做节目呢，找到这个那个华大基因，他们给做了一次毛发鉴定，但是说做的是线粒体 DNA， 给了我一个报告，和已知动物啊全都配不上，怀疑这个和灵长类动物的同源性较高。
The dense landscapes of China have yielded an abundance of intriguing evidence in the form of numerous tracks believed to be left behind by the elusive Yeren. These footprints, discovered in various regions, have become integral to the ongoing investigation into the creature's existence. Enthusiasts and researchers alike have meticulously documented and cast these tracks, preserving the distinct features that set them apart. The multitude of footprint discoveries adds a compelling layer to the narrative surrounding the Yeren phenomenon, hinting at the creature's potential presence in the unexplored corners of the wilderness.
The Yeren, as it is called, translates to wild man, and it's remarkably similar in the description of its stature, its covering with hair, its behaviors. The only thing that contrasts really is the slightly more frequent description of a reddish-brown color to that hair, whereas in North America, brown to dark brown or black seems to be the most common color phase described by eyewitnesses. But in many respects, it's remarkably similar. This came home all the more profoundly when I had the opportunity to visit with some investigators, a witness in China, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Yuan, who had seen a Yeren while working as a ranger in the Shennongjia Nature Reserve in Hubei province in central China, located in the highlands of central China. He described something that was absolutely parallel to witness descriptions of the Sasquatch, and on top of that he found a set of tracks and successfully cast a right and a left footprint. Now what was so remarkable about this was that upon examining those tracks, which I had the privilege of doing firsthand, we discovered that they were remarkably similar, almost identical in many respects, to those of the Sasquatch. In particular, a very distinctive specimen that has played a key role in my interpretation of the model of the functional morphology of the foot of the Sasquatch and how it's distinguished from a typical human foot and footprint. In fact, I had given Mr. Yuan a reprint of an article in which I had described some of these adaptations and had illustrated a 3D scan of this cast made by Bob Titmus at the Patterson-Gimlin film site, no less, in Northern California in 1967. Mr. Yuan became very excited and animated when he looked at these figures, and it became very apparent why when he unveiled from his little suitcase his specimens. And you can see here as they're compared, they show this remarkable pressure ridge this mid-tarsal pressure ridge. They even show with a little more distinction, I think partly due to the breadth and perhaps larger mass of this individual, this feature here, this sort of double-arched feature, which, not to be confused with the arch of a foot, but just these two prominences which indicate the presence of the key joints in the midfoot, the talonavicular and the calcaneocuboid joint.
Can those be found in the human foot?
They can. These are joints that are present in the human foot, in all mammals for that matter, and they comprise what we call together the transverse tarsal joint, which in a human twists into a closed, packed, very stable position and creates a rigid arch. But in the Sasquatch and in other non-human primates who retain a much greater degree of flexibility, the heel moves somewhat independently of the forefoot. So when a Sasquatch walks, as you can see illustrated here, this is my interpretation of this particular feature of the Sasquatch footprint. Whereas the human, with its rigid arch, as the heel elevates, the entire foot acts as a lever, with the fulcrum located here at the ball, particularly of the big toe. The Sasquatch, on the other hand, its heel elevates while weight is transferred still through the entire forefoot due to the ability to flex here at the transverse tarsal joint. And here, sometimes weight will push some material up into the now vacant heel impression and create this pressure ridge in the footprint itself. I was the first to draw attention to this feature, the first to offer an interpretation that was consistent with the comparative anatomy of great apes and humans. And, but that wasn't published until the late 90s. And yet here we have a set of footprints cast by someone who has no training in anatomy and functional morphology, or the evolutionary history of the human and non-human ape foot. And yet in the early 90s, almost a decade before I had published, he presents evidence or collects evidence that incorporates this very morphology. I mean, talk about not only does this reiterate the interpretation that I've proposed, but it so dramatically, in my mind, demonstrates the legitimacy of this specimen due to its remarkable consistency and the presence of a similar creature in Asia, in China here specifically, which, once you get north through Siberia, is close at hand to the mountainous forests of the Pacific Northwest.
As casts are analysed and compared, each set of tracks contributes to the collective effort of unravelling the mystery, leaving an indelible mark on the quest to understand the Chinese Wildman. One intriguing hypothesis that has gained traction in the quest to identify the Yeren is the notion that it could be a remnant population of Gigantopithecus, an ancient ape species believed to have become extinct thousands of years ago. Gigantopithecus, a massive primate that once roamed the dense forests of Southeast Asia, shares certain physical characteristics with the reported descriptions of the Yeren. This theory posits that, against conventional wisdom, Gigantopithecus might have managed to persist in isolated pockets, possibly within the remote regions of China. Proponents of this idea point to the creature's purported humanoid features, which align with the reported traits of the Yeren. While concrete evidence linking the Yeren to Gigantopithecus remains elusive, the speculation serves as a captivating avenue for exploration and sparks further interest in understanding the potential survival of ancient species in the hidden realms of the natural world.
Gigantopithecus was a huge fossil ape, in fact the largest of any of the apes that ever lived. Gigantic in stature, gigantic in size. Well, this is a large male orangutan skull, and in the middle is a human skull, a modern human, again from a male. And this is the Gigantopithecus lower jaw. Estimates of body weight, based on the size of the jaw and the size of the teeth, range up to about 600 pounds. He lived about 500,000 years ago, but could have lived more recently. I wouldn't be completely surprised if Gigantopithecus has survived until very recently, and people almost within living memory might have seen the occasional Gigantopithecus in a forest somewhere.
Gigantopithecus was a large bipedal animal, perhaps an ape that lived in Asia. It stood anywhere from 6, 8, 10 feet tall. Eyewitness accounts of Yeren say it was an animal that was at least that tall, weighed at least that much, walked on its hind feet bipedally, had long red hair. Of course, we don't have any hair from the fossil record. Some even have suggested that Gigantopithecus is an extinct, large human ancestor. That's quite fascinating, because if Yeren is related to Gigantopithecus, as some suggest, then we have another interesting unanswered chapter in human evolution.
During the initial stages of the fourth glacial period, the giant ape lived all over this country. During that period, both the ape and the panda were very common here. The panda survived, so it's possible that a giant ape could still exist in the Shennongjia region.
The mystery of the Yeren, while capturing the imaginations of many, is not without its skeptics. And even within the scientific community, reservations persist. Skeptics, both within and outside academic circles, often point to the lack of concrete evidence and the prevalence of anecdotal accounts as grounds for skepticism.
一般的人呢，好奇，那么于是呢，也缺乏一种这个科学的知识吧，所以呢就容易信，信呢它也容易传。我是不相信的，因为我是觉得，一方面没有直接的证据，一方面呢，在目前的传说有野人的这些地区的话，特别是神农架跟西双版纳，没有野人生存的这种条件。还有呢，他如果是野人的话呢，他一定要有一个群体，只有个别的，那就他死了就没了。所以虽然我自己没有到神农架去调查，但是我也倾向于不相信这个。
现在看来，就是我们经过我们国家几十年的话呢，就有2个的最早的人类在我们这个地处发现了，就是沃西恩氏地处的建石县发现了建石人，比较保守的年龄呢是195万年到215万年。还有一处跟建石县的话的交界，重庆的巫山县发现的话的巫山人，巫山人是204万年。还有一个重要情况，就是说建石人同朱元共生，又有远古人类又有朱元，在这个神农架周围的话都发现了。神农架的野人的话，传说的话有2米多，甚至达到3米，是吧？那个跟朱元的话个子也差不多。这个朱元的话呢，也是浑身长毛嘛，他应该也差不多的话是直立行走了。所以我们认为的话呢，这个神农架的野人呢，很可能是朱元的后代。
没有发现过，是吧？或者说没有被证实的东西，就简单的下结论说没有，这个还是不对的。大量的目击者，从几十年、上百年，是吧？几十公里、几百公里，啊，描述的这个同一个东西，除了毛色不同以外，形状基本相同。这么多人看到的是什么东西呢？
我在这让考察超市这样吃苦，我跟你讲解那个，你觉得是我们撒谎是不对的，所以说这没得个必要。我目的就是目的的，我相信有就是有。我的目的也就是说，这个东西永远在传说，这个东西要用现实的把它好好要考察出来，要好好把它保护起来。
要向广大的群众啊做一个交代，你就必须考察，搞清楚到底有是没有，没有的话你也做个交代嘛。这个考察如果是解开这个谜的话呢，它的科学意义很大。这个不光是的话呢，在我们国家的话呢，这个科学上是一个重大的话呢，这个突破，也在世界科学史上是个重大突破。
The Yeren phenomenon, marked by countless reported sightings, alleged hair discoveries, and casts of mysterious footprints, remains a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. Whether the Yeren is a cryptic creature surviving from ancient times, a misidentification of known wildlife, or an embodiment of cultural symbolism, the journey into its mystery has illuminated the complex interplay between human perception, ecology, and the eternal quest for understanding. As we reflect on the shadows of the dense forests and the whispers of ancient myths, the Yeren invites us to embrace the enduring mysteries that linger at the fringes of our knowledge. Regardless of the ultimate resolution, the quest for the Chinese Wildman stands as a testament to humanity's unyielding curiosity and our relentless pursuit of the enigmatic. The Yeren, shrouded in myth and reality, continues to beckon explorers to venture into the unexplored corners of China, where the boundaries between folklore and the undiscovered blur, leaving us with a profound sense of wonder in the face of the unknown.